Credit tip. This is something that I've heard a couple of my clients talk about, and I think a really common credit myth that I want to just completely bust from you and help you understand what the credit agencies are looking at and what mortgage lenders are looking at in terms of credit, what to do. And this is a very, very simple thing. This has to do with credit limit. The myth that I've heard is that the higher my limit, the more restrictive that means my mortgage qualifying will be, because the lenders look at, well, you could borrow $10,000. So we need to account for that as if you borrowed it in your mortgage qualifying. I'm telling you, that is not the case. That is not the case. My mortgage lenders are more concerned with the balance today of your credit, how much debt you're in. That's what they want to know. How much do you owe other people before we go and lend you hundreds of thousands of dollars? So the myth is a high credit limit is punitive when it's not. In fact, it's the opposite. When mortgage lenders look at a person's credit and they see a high limit, they're like, oh, this other company, this other business has granted credit to this person. That means that they're managing their credit, they're paying it on time, they've got a history with that credit card company. So in some ways, it's actually can be beneficial. Like, I've got a credit card with a $25,000 limit. So that just doesn't happen overnight. That's slowly been increased over time and been offered and kept taken. Now, here's how else that higher limit benefits you. As a homeowner and with a growing family, it's not going to be hard to spend a couple $1,000s per month on a credit card if that's how people choose to live. So having a lower balance or having a lower limit and then having that limit or that balance really close to your limit, that actually drags down your credit score. Where if you have a high limit and you're still spending that couple $1,000s per month on a credit card, your utilization is much lower. It's much lower, which helps lift your credit score. So if you're offered a credit limit increase, consider taking it. To a point. I don't think there's a need to have a $100,000 limit on your credit card, but over time, as your career progresses and as your credit history becomes longer and as you responsibly manage your credit, those credit cards are going to offer you limit increases. And I recommend you take them so that you have access to credit, because sure enough, in life, this happens. I see this happen. As soon as I want money, access to money, the credit companies are like, well, why? Why do you want that? And they kind of withhold. Versus when you don't want it and you're just going on, you're like, yeah, I'll take the limit increase. Then it usually comes easier that way. So take the limit increase. It's not restrictive, but the point is keep your balances low relative to your limit. Manage your credit well. So I hope that tip is helpful for you. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you thought it was helpful and you found yourself thinking, I want this person to handle my mortgage and do all of the work for me, then we can do just that. Head over to mymortgagewithchad.com. That's mymortgagewithchad.com. When you get there, you'll see a little letter I wrote about the mortgage business that I run and own and what to expect when working with me. If you like what you see, fill out the little form there so we can arrange a time to talk. That's mymortgagewithchad.com. If you think of anyone else who might like this content, please be sure to share it. Thanks for watching.